Hi everyone, welcome to this Deity difficulty, standard size, standard speed, continents game with Rome. I'm going to aim for a peaceful science victory. And I'm going to make it quick. Now, when it comes to placing the capital, I'm definitely going to settle on the luxury. This gives us extra food and some really good tiles to work early on. There's also seems to be a river starting on the left, so I'll explore that with my warrior. Now, let's start with a scout and let's research mining. Now, peaceful deity science victory definitely depends on a good map in which there is room for you to expand. And we have to settle quite a few cities, and we have to make all these cities, all these settlers. So this seems like an okay location to settle a city. Definitely on the hill because it gives extra production. And it has good housing. Good hills. Oh. This is just amazing. We've got a city-state early on. Now, I'm playing this game with Rome because Rome is quite special. And the biggest benefit that Rome gives you is essentially every city starts with a free monument. So that means +2 culture from every city we make. So the plan is going to be to make as many settlers as possible, as quickly as possible. Now, this is actually my third game that I'm trying, third map that I'm trying this evening. In the first two maps,
man is the
let's
noblest of all
get
animals.
go toward foreign trade, and
Separated
we
from
need to
law
get
and
to
justice,
early
he's the
empire
worst.
as quickly as possible so that we can get cheaper settlers. Definitely urban planning card. It is superior to the Pantheon card. It just speeds everything up. Alright. So this is my third map that I'm trying out this evening. In the last two maps, in the first 30 or 40 turns, the AI forward settled me so much there was simply no room for me to expand and put even 4 cities. So hopefully that won't happen on this map, but if it does, let's get a settler. If it does, I'm going to switch the victory condition to military and forget about peace and just expand. So what I'll be trying to show in this game is a very interesting strategy developed by Chinese players, and I was able to read a little bit about it on Civ Fanatics. It's something they call the 3 theater districts strategy. This seems like a good place for a city.
Every nation lives by exchanging.
And we get some resources. Good shops, so maybe here. Or next to it. We can decide that on that a little bit later. Alright, so let's move towards early empire. Like I said, Rome gets a monument in every city. Oh, that's beautiful. Great rider. We will get that. This also looks like a good location for a city. It has some good early production. Alright, the cards are cool. So, Rome gets a monument in every city, so we don't really have to worry as much about the first few Eurekas. We just need to rush to the theater squares as quickly as possible.
Who deserves more credit than the wife of
Alright.
a coal miner?
Wow, third city-state. This is a really, really good start. What does this one give? An amenity. Beautiful. Beautiful. This is a really good start. Alright, I'm obliged to make something out of this start. Let's get animal husbandry and let's see what's... Ooh. Huh, but no envoy. There's an unmet player, so who is our first neighbor? I think this looks like Gilgamesh. So now, to keep the victory peaceful, and this is a trick, we need good relations with the AI, but on Deity, the modifiers, when they first meet you, is really, really crazy. And if we move the warrior next to their capital, they're gonna slap us with -7 modifier and then denounce us a few turns later. So I think I should just park the warrior there. And another thing, I think I really need to forward settle Gilgamesh. Because if I don't, he will definitely forward settle me, and then we can forget the peaceful victory. Gilgamesh is also really great. Oh. This is just amazing. We've got +4 production toward units in our capital, which means we can use our capital for the settlers. We don't have to use other cities. +4 times 50 turns. That's 200 production. That's almost 1 late game settler extra. More importantly, they'll be coming faster. So I'm gonna park here. And hopefully he won't hate me as much. Ah. Hello, hello. Alright, let's see. Send delegation. If you want good relations with the AI, first thing you need to do is send delegation. Let's try to declare. Yes! So, Gilgamesh has this agenda where he likes friends. And let's sell the luxury. Perfect, let's take the lump gold. Gilgamesh has this agenda where he likes declared friends, so if you try to declare friendship to him on the first turn or two, you might succeed. And then he can stay your friend pretty much throughout the game. Alright. 1 turn to settler. This looks a little bit better, I think. We need a capital to have a balanced growth so that it can continue churning out settlers, but let's purchase a builder. Alright, he's wounded. He still didn't settle all his cities. Oh wow. Auckland. Perfect. Beautiful. Looks like we've got all the city-states around us, which is just amazing. Now Gilgamesh still didn't settle all the cities, so I just need to protect this location to the left. And hopefully he will decide then to expand to another side. Alright. Let's move. Alright. The builder is there to improve these tiles so we can get a little bit extra production. Let's get another settler. Oh, this is a good increase. So we can get extra production and we can get a few eurekas in the process. Alright. And hopefully Scout will find... there he is. There's the settler. I just hope he's not aiming at my location already. There's a barb somewhere. Alright. What? Ah. Alright. So what do we do now? I think I'm gonna stay there to see where Gilgamesh is going. Alright. So I can see the scout. Settler has 3 vision, but the scout can't see me. So maybe I'll have enough time to run away. Perfect.
If there are no dogs in heaven, then when I die,
Perfect.
I want to go
Let's
where
move
they
toward
went.
pottery. And because the first next tech that we want to research is definitely going to be the irrigation. This will give us new luxuries, and the plan is to sell these luxuries. In fact, throughout the game, I will be selling all my luxuries and all my resources to the AI for gold. The Chinese players have noticed that... alright, just stay there. That this declines the AI propensity to wage a war. Let me try to move here. See, the thing with the AI is it really loves to make cities that are 3 tiles away from the capital. So maybe he'll settle in place, or maybe he will want to settle where my warrior is. Ooh. We got an extra builder, so this is a great start. And this is going to be a great game. Alright. Let's just plant our city first. Oh wow. Wow, he's there. And the scout is chasing us. We have to run away from that scout. Alright, let's get this goody hut first. There's another city-state. Amazing. Thank you. Alright, alright. So maybe this is 3 tiles exactly. Oh. No, I might lose this settler. The scout is wounded though, so maybe he will just chill. Boost the state workforce, that's perfect. Saves us a few turns of culture. Ouch. Ha. Now my only hope would be I can get the... Alright. Now my only hope here would be that he moves the settler to where my warrior was. And then I can settle there. Wow. Alright, no more city-states. That's the sea, so we should turn to the left, I guess. I mean, he moved! He moved!
It was luxuries like air conditioning that brought down the empire.
Wow.
With air conditioning, their windows were shut.
Alright, this is
They couldn't hear
amazing.
the barbarians
We
coming.
are safe. Alright, let's put some production into a builder, and then we're gonna start making our first district very, very soon. Alright, this is good. I think I could use this builder for my new city. Yeah. Research irrigation and improve and sell the silk. Alright, boost the craftsmanship, boost the irrigation. Perfect. "11 turns to drama and poetry." This is of course going to increase. We're already making 10 culture. Rome is just amazing. So let's put in the production towards settlers, because we really need a lot of them as soon as possible. I will be aiming to make 9 or 10 cities, but the trick is I need to put all... we lost the camp. I need to put all cities out before turn 70, because otherwise it will be too late to make any impact. Alright, let's get another luxury. Yeah, let's get this one back. More settlers. Well, yeah, the card really, really helps. The settlers are already at 140 production, and that's just huge. Right, there's a wonder.
An enormous and lofty column of flame.
But I think the wonder is too far for us to settle. Let's get the hills. Perfect. We got the first hand on expansion with Gilgamesh. Now, there is really... It's a good relationship.
Feel happy in the good potter's hand.
There is really a lot of desert toward the top. Wow. One more builder. This is an amazing kickstart. It's gonna be a good game. So, after drama and poetry, we'll be placing a few theater districts, and we'll be moving toward political philosophy in an attempt to change our government. Hopefully, we won't suffer a barb's attack in the next few turns, but I'm quite used to not having an army when the barbs come to attack. It's totally okay. I see people constantly worried and starting their game with a slinger to prevent barb attacks, but the trick is what are the barbs going to attack? We don't have anything. There's 2 tiles they can pillage. So what? You know? Right. 9 turns. The next city will speed this up significantly. So the Chinese players figured out this strategy, and they realized that Pericles is an absolute monster that can finish a peaceful deity game in 150 turns because of his unique... Should I chop? No, the chop really don't mean much. It's 50 extra and it's 140, so no. So Pericles can finish in 150 turns due to his unique ability, getting 10% culture per city state, getting cheap theater districts, and getting an envoy every time you finish a theater district. But I think that Rome can match that. Maybe not fully, but really come close. So we're going to see that in this game. There is also a great save game on Civ Fanatics posted by, I think, the user called Roguestar from China, where he finished a peaceful DT game with Rome in 165 turns. So this one is going to serve as my inspiration as well. And finally, a big thank you to a Civ Fanatics user called Boyan Sun, who did provide some translations and helped us out with understanding the theater district strategy and how it applies. Alright, Sumeria has settled the city down there, which is so far everything's perfect. We just now need a few more settlers. Alright, drama and poetry. Get ready for the luxury. 3 cities and already 13 culture. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's get the warrior to heal, and we'll use the warrior to help us escort the new settlers. I also need to explore a little bit to the top of my city to see is there a room for another good city. What's happening? Somebody got eliminated. Now, expanding in horses. What? Where? Oh, really? We found our first scientific city-state. That's great. Now, there's no way I can kill this scout with my warrior. He'll just run away. What I'm going to try to do is deflect him so that he doesn't go back toward the camp, but instead tries to go to the right. So let's work this tile and let's get the builder to improve the horses. We'll be selling that as well. Alright, faith, that's good. 5 more to Pantheon. Now, I'm really going to pay careful attention to where I settle my first cities, and if you're watching this game with a goal to improve a little bit, the biggest tip that I want to give is make sure you settle your cities properly so that they actually grow and give you good production. Number one thing that I see with all these YouTube playthroughs is, even with famous and especially with famous YouTubers, is they keep settling absolutely worthless cities. It's like shooting yourself in a foot, yeah? Especially when you have to settle a city that needs an aqueduct to reach 4 population. I mean that's just ridiculous. So I'll try to settle all my cities properly, and hopefully throughout this game you will be able to see how big a difference it makes to how quickly your empire grows. So let's get another settler. Should I chop? Or just wait? Cool. Second thing that I see with people deciding on where to settle is they consistently plan all these luxuries and even, what's it called, districts in the second and third ring tiles around their cities, not realizing that this border expansion is really, really slow in Civ 6. Rome is a special case because it starts with the monument, so you get your first two tiles really, really quickly. But even then, without good culture output, your expansion is going to slow down. So when you're settling a city, make sure that you're planning essentially just based on what's in the first ring and maybe 2 or 3 luxury tiles and maybe another tile in the second ring, because this is what you're effectively going to get in early to mid game. Everything after that is quite late. Alright, so let's start a trade. That's not really much. I really expected a little bit more. Now, diplomacy-wise, if you want good relationship with a Civ, you have to exchange open borders, but 135, alright, let's take all his gold. But I've got a good relationship with Gilgamesh already, and I really don't want to give him open borders, because then he'll march a settler in the middle of my cities. But I will try to exchange open borders and stay on good terms with all AIs. Alright, well, we're gonna get there. Where is this settler going to go? Sorry, scout. I'm a little bit worried that the scout might... Alright. We just take the settler back and we'll be there in a turn. As a good note, the other scout has been deflected, so there'll be no barb invasion soon. Alright, shall we get craftsmanship? But that will increase the cost of my theater squares. Chops are still worthless. Maybe I should just save this chop for something else later. Alright. You can't move, you need to wait. Let's get... mysticism. We would have gotten this boost anyway. But it's okay. Great rider. Alright, so far so good. Now, just as a reminder, I'm playing with the CQ UI mode, and I've got it set to remind me to change policies at the end of the turn whenever possible. Alright. Let's put our districts. Ooh, let's change. Changed. Good. Good. Let's put all our districts. Quick theater square. 88 production. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Theater square. 88. Great. Third theater square. Now the original strategy goes build 3 theater squares. I'm going to build 5. Just for fun. And this is going to be a really culture-heavy game. The plan is to get all the possible great writers and really jumpstart our science through incredible culture. So let's see whether it works. Alright. Let's move toward the archery. I'm not going to be building campuses anytime soon. And let's finish craftsmanship. Alright, let's forget the builder and start working on the theater square. Send delegation. She already knows 3 other AI. That's amazing. Are they all on this continent? See, that's the thing. -7. This tells me she's going to hate me throughout the game. But she's friendly with others. That's just how Deity works, I guess. Alright. We don't have anything to sell. 2 out of 170. No. Yeah, we should still wait. Alright, you stay there. Wait. Explore. This continent is really funny. All this desert, and then there's worthless terrain up top. We're definitely not going to settle there. I would love to see what's left of Kumasi. But did I exchange? Oh, let's exchange open borders. I forgot. This will improve our relationship a bit. Do you want to pay me? Yeah, I accept that. As you can see, there's a barb scout going through my territory, but I'm really not worried. Like, what is that scout going to do? Pillage a tile? Yeah, so. Alright. Speed up. And let's sell the horses. Let's sell this to Gilgamesh. 7, that's 210. And what would you give me? Let's sell horses to Victoria, because she's a little bit further away from me. 169. Let's do it. And I can sell this one to Gilgamesh for 155. Plus a few, let's say 3. 2. 1. Alright, 180. That's quite good. We now have 750. That could be enough to buy a settler. Yep. Let's buy a settler. Got to somehow it didn't switch properly to the theater square. That's a few turns wasted. Doesn't matter. Cool. Let's move toward political philosophy so we can change to a better government. Alright. Chop. 36. I think this should finish the settler. Or we should maybe wait a turn or two. Alright, go to sleep. So, cities. We definitely need a city in the middle down there. There's a good room for a city up there, I guess. But where do we put the rest of the cities? Don't know. Now, we have 20 faith. We need 5 more for a pantheon. So, once we finish state workforce, I'm going to change the cards and get that early pantheon. This is pretty much the only time that I'm willing to put in God King to finish and go from 20 faith to 25 faith. Everything else, it's just a waste of time. Let's place a theater square. Alright. We need 1 more theater square. Cool. And let's improve another luxury. I hope the AI has enough gold to buy it. I don't want to cross here because maybe there's a barb camp in the middle of the desert and I don't want it to be crushed by horses. Alright, so 1 city in the middle. This city is going to grow in few turns and expand into the horses even before, so that's good. That will split things up. Good. Good. Now, another new thing that was recently discovered about Civ 6 is how the district discount formula works, and especially Chinese players have really made use of it in their games. There's a little dispute about who discovered it first, but That's irrelevant now.
It is equally important
So-
to have a happy and engaged
All right,
workforce
let's
as
chop.
it is to have a profitable
1,
bottom
2,
line.
3, 4, 5, 6 settlers. Perfect. And let's start building the theater square. Can we speed it up? Our capital has just one population. Amazing. One pop at turn 36. Wow. Wow, very good, very good. Alright. Let's put the God King and let's finish the Pantheon. So, getting back to the district discount formula. Alright. Yeah. 5. Alright. And let's put this just in case. Getting back to the district discount formula. The way it works is really, really simple. You take the number of districts that you can build. For example, the districts that you've unlocked, such as the theater square and let's say campus, that's 2. Then you sum all the districts that you have built. In this case, 0, but let's imagine the number is 3. So you divide the number of districts you've built by the number of districts you could build. That's going to be 1.5. And now, for any particular type of the district, let's say campus, the algorithm does this. It compares, do you have less campuses than average? Average is 1.5, so if you didn't put a campus yet, it will give you a discount. Once you put this campus, your number of campuses goes to 1. Since 1 is still less than 1.5, it gives you another discount, right? So you can essentially put 2 campuses at a discount. Anyway, I'm going to try to use that formula a bit. That would be my first time. And I also have to say that I don't particularly like it, but from what I've seen or heard, Chinese players have really found a way to calculate how to build your empire and really jumpstart through the use of this formula. We won't be doing that much, but oh, hello there. Cool. Oh, damn. I forgot to switch from archery. Let's go into campus. The plan is now to build 2 campus districts. As soon as we've got 2 or 3 theater squares, because what's happening here? Alright, cancel. Because we will have a discount, but more importantly, we need to get 2 campus districts for recorded history. Alright. Now once I settle that city above, I will need to explore a little bit with my warrior to see is there room for another city around the mountains, because that could potentially be a good campus.
Writing is easy.
But first, can we kill him?
All you have to do is cross out the wrong words.
I think we need to run away. That would be the safe thing to do. Alright. This looks like a good spot. Immediately starts with 4 production, 5 food. That's what you need to look for when you're settling cities. And this is a rather really bad spot, but it does start with some food and production, and it's in the middle of our empire, so it might be a good spot for a Colosseum. Alright, we should improve the horses and then sell everything to the AI. Maybe we switch to military tradition so that we can change cards and start researching currency. So just roughly science-wise, we'll slowly start moving toward universities. Alright, 5 turns, 7 turns. Let's start with the theater square. Cool. That's 5 theater squares. Should be more than enough. Alright. I would love to switch my government immediately, but the God King choice is really slowing me down. Maybe I should have waited to put that card only when I actually got political philosophy. But it's too late now, and I can't settle. Right, I'll wait a turn. Should run away, probably. Good. Alright. I think we need to go and see what's happening around that sugar there. That looks like a spot for a... Alright. Horses are expanding. Let's get mysticism. Get an envoy. The Kumasi warrior is wounded, so there has to be some barb action there, and it can easily slip into my territory. But let's try to...
Mysticism is the mistake of an accidental and individual symbol for a universal one.
City number 6. Maybe we should put some production in a builder. If my understanding is correct, once we finish 2 theater squares, we will get a discount for the campus. She doesn't have gold. 110. I think it would be better for me to wait that he gets a little bit more gold. But the problem with the AI is they keep spending gold. Let's wait. They keep spending gold constantly. Alright. And let's get political philosophy. Envoys. 3 envoys in Kumasi. Beautiful. Alright, there doesn't seem to be a big barb problem. There's no barbs actually. Alright, so let's go up, see what's happening around the sugar. There's no river. Keep the God King for another turn. I keep delaying my military, but at one point I will definitely have to make some units. Oh wow. And we lost Kumasi 1 turn after we got to be the suzerain. Victoria. She put 3 envoys.
Divide
I
and
think
rule,
that was quite
sound
deliberate.
motto. Unite and lead, a
All right.
better one.
Government. There doesn't seem to be any threats, so I think it's safe to go into Classical Republic. It gives us amenity in all our districts. Definitely urban planning, the best of all cards. Envoys. What do we need? Anything? Great riders, because we need to speed up our generation of great riders, especially since this is Deity. And obviously I should have put the God King now, because I'm not making a settler, but I will be getting back to settlers in 2 turns, so it's alright. Cool. Let's get theology and get another envoy. Oh. Well, that's really unfortunate. Oh, whoa, whoa. Alright, the bars are there, actually. If I knew there was an archer there, maybe we should have gone into oligarchy for a few turns and then produced a few military units. So let's change to military tradition so that we can switch policies and make a couple of warriors. Wow, Gilgamesh already has 35 signs per turn. He's absolutely killing us. And Victoria has 312 army strength. This is just
Bravery
ridiculous.
is being the only one who knows you're afraid.
I think we can safely escape with this warrior. Alright, I hate to do this. It would be better if we had oligarchy. I could still keep the Great Rider card, but yeah, hindsight. Alright, let's put this for a few turns and try to quickly get some army. Alright, move to production focus. Alright, this is good. I want more production. We don't need the gold. Production is better. Yeah, +1, definitely. Alright, this is good. 9 production already. I'm quite happy with the placement of the cities. It's really good. And there seems to be quite a few tiles that we can chop to grow these cities. Because one thing that you will see in this game, I've made one farm. And that's going to be the only farm that I will make. Alright, Pantheon. Yeah, God of the Harvest is taken. So we're gonna go with the Divine Spark. This will give us +1 Great People point for every campus. And +1 Writer point for... Let's try there. Oh, that was stupid of me. +1 Writer point for every theater square. And this will again also greatly increase our ability to get great people. And therefore speed up our victory significantly. Alright, thank you, Gilgamesh. Which means we've got the same government. Alright, both of them are crashing me in science. Oh. Two barbs. Let's get a warrior. Or... few turns. We still need to wait a few turns. Oof. That was stupid of me. Actually, if we move toward archery and quickly get 2 slingers, we can then upgrade these slingers into archers. We've got enough gold, and we can deal with the barbarian problems. Alright, so let's do that. Let's get the slingers first. Perfect. We didn't get a boost to archery, but doesn't matter. We wanted it peaceful, right? Cool. So, alright, you go and heal quickly. Warrior survived. Beautiful. Let's get a trader. We need that boost, and I think we can use the trader to get an envoy somewhere. Switch to masonry so that we can finish the slinger, and then we'll finish archery. And let's wait another turn. So, if my understanding of these district discounts is correct, once we build a second theater square, the total number of districts we've got is going to be 2. The total number of districts we can get is going to be campus plus theater, also 2. 2 divided by 2 equals 1. Since we have 0 campuses, we get a discount on a campus. I've never used this, but let's try. Let's see whether it really works. Alright. First slinger. I think it's better to just keep him in the capital. One thing that I keep seeing, especially on YouTube, is People send a slinger in situation like this, or they send an archer out, and the next thing you know, they lose the unit. So just wait. What are the barbs going to do? You know, nothing. All right. Yeah, I think we need production right now, fast. Good, good. So far, so good. As soon as the... Alright. This guy is worrying me a little bit. There's hills everywhere, so I'm definitely safe if I move down. Let's get one more warrior. And that should be enough, I guess. Get out. Let's get archery, upgrade, and then we attack in a coordinated manner. This terrain is really, really bad. Alright. Yeah, should be alright. Perfect. We've got 2 districts, soon we'll have more. Now I need a second campus, and I think I definitely am going to place a campus in Ostia. And maybe one in the capital, if the district discount works. Otherwise, the capital is better used for settlers. Alright, he attacked my city.
Man suffers only because he takes seriously what the gods
Upgrade.
made for fun.
Upgrade. One thing that I don't realize about these barbs is the way they move totally breaks the mechanic. Let's get that out and let's get the riders back in. So the horse archer came to my cities wounded. He never spotted my city. He just stopped the attack on whatever city he was spawning for and came all the way to my empire, and now he's lingering there. So I don't think that's cool. Barbarians should be attacking the city they spot. Let's work toward recorded history, but we will finish it only when we place and finish 2 campus districts. What do we do with the envoy? There is no immediate benefit from the envoy. Being the suzerain of Kumasi doesn't mean anything at this point. So I'm gonna keep this envoy and place it maybe when I get a few more. And that's another tip that I want to give you. Contrary to the many of YouTube playthroughs, when you've got envoys, do not, quote, work your way through slowly to a city-state, which means start putting an envoy in a city-state, even if it changes nothing, especially if that's a city-state that already has an AI suzerain. What will happen is the AI will just keep adding envoys. You will never get to be the suzerain. So better wait a bit and use an opportunity later. I've seen AI do this really successfully, so why not you? Alright, or me. Alright. I can't shoot him because I'm in a valley. So you move, you shoot, and you get in the capital. Alright, perfect. Now we can get back to growing a bit because we need more settlers and I want to grow in 3 turns so that I can place a second district. Now, look at this. Campus has 88 production and I'm buying a +3 adjacency because it's my only campus. Otherwise I wouldn't. 88 production, 15 turns. Cool. God. Oh, I forgot. I've only got 1 movement point. I thought I was going to be able to shoot. Doesn't matter. Let's put some production in the builder before the capital grows. And let's get this guy out as well. Alright, go there. There's one camp here. And another one is to the left. Both have access to horses. And the archer is from a different camp, so there must be a camp to the north somewhere. Good, he shoot me. You're going down. Shoot. Get there. Get back. Easy. Too easy. Alright. Let's switch. Let's switch toward games and recreation. Swap 12 turns. Yeah, that's much better. +7. The problem with this city in the middle is I don't see it growing past 4 pop unless if we invest in a lot of farms. But that's just a waste of time and resources. All these farms take builder charges, and what do they bring in return? So that's a big no. We're gonna keep that city quite undeveloped. Right, Gilgamesh has got another settler and he's going to the left. Perfect. Alright, let's finish this archer. Kill. Good. You get out, you heal. You heal as well. Alright, another theater square is done. So, what do we make here? That's finished. Yep. Let's put some production toward the amphitheater, because we should probably soon going to start to get some great riders. That city is not really good, but doesn't matter. We'll help it later. This is good. Production or growth? Oh, 1, 2, 3. Doesn't really speed things up much. Alright, let's grow so that we can put a second district. Hopefully another campus. Alright, campus costs 146. But if my understanding is correct, once we finish that theater square, we should get a 40% discount. So just let's wait a little bit. Invoice, trade route. Amsterdam. Gilgamesh has an envoy there. Alright, we've got 3 envoys in Muscat. That's funny. I didn't even see it happen. Heavy chariot. Alright, let's get an envoy. I'm not gonna send my envoy to Amsterdam because I don't really need to be their suzerain yet. It's much better to save these envoys for cultural or scientific city-state. Alright, heavy chariot. And Kumasi wants a catapult. Alright. Horseback riding. Shall we get the wheel? No, 6 turns is too much. Let's finish masonry. I do want to make that chariot as quick as possible, but I would also like to mine a resource. Except I really don't see a resource to mine anywhere. Nothing. There's that silver or whatever that is. It's not silver. I don't even know what it is. Doesn't matter, but it's too far. Huh? 1, 2, 3. I'm not sure why it's not giving the discount. It should, right? Because we've got 3 finished divided by 2, 1.5. Or maybe something needs to refresh once you research the tech. So I'm gonna wait one more turn before placing these campuses. Alright, more barbs. The scout, but they've already seen our city, so I don't have to worry about that. England already has temples. Beautiful. Now, we really actually want the AI to focus on science and build campuses. The reason is it will speed up the recruitment of great people, and then we will need less gold in the end, because everybody will reach the atomic era faster.
Carving a stone, erecting a column.
So the campus costs 86 production now.
In the construction of something.
That's a 50 production discount. 86 production. In that case, I might buy one here. But how many do I get? So I think I get 2. Let's see. If we place a campus here, we get +2 adjacency production at 86. We build it in 7 turns. And this one is also 86 production. Alright. If it's 86 production, then I could probably build it quickly in my capital. And just... but for adjacency, maybe I should buy this tile. Alright. It's 85 gold. I hate doing this. But if it's 86, it's alright. Let's do it. Campus. Cool, that should do a few turns. Wait. It's 146. But the tooltip clearly showed me 86. Why is this happening? This is a really big deal breaker, as in it changes my decision. Alright, I'm restarting this turn. Just started. I want to see what's happening with this campus production.
And broils root out the work of masonry.
If I can't get it for 86, I might not build a campus in the capital at all. So it says 86 tooltip, 7 turns to complete. Alright, let's see here. Also 86, also 7 turns. Alright, forgot to chop this last time, can do it now. Alright. Campus, 86. Done. Alright. 86 and 7 turns. What's happening here in the capital? So the tooltip shows 86, but it's now 12 turns. Let's see here. 86 production with the tooltip. So there must be a bug with the tooltip. If we put a settler. So if we put a settler, then it updates the production value. Alright. In that case, we're not building that campus. And since it's really getting late, I'm just going to get this turn toward the end and then save, and we continue hopefully tomorrow. Barbs, what do we research? Let's forget about all these district discounts and let's get currency. And for the civics, we have to get games and recreations. There's no other option. Alright, there's barbs, there's a barb camp, there's another barb up top. Cool, let's park these units here. Let's get this guy out. I've got a builder and we really need to build 3 mines somewhere. I'm not sure it makes sense to build one in the capital. It will slow down growth, but... Does it really slow down growth? Does it matter? 8 or 10 turns? It doesn't really matter at all. So I guess let's add that extra production so that we can get this settler out faster. It doesn't speed up the settler. Doesn't matter. Alright. You wait. Alright. There's a barb camp there, so let me go through England. Alright. That's it, I guess. All good. I'll guess I'll continue this hopefully tomorrow. City-States Envoy. We'll be getting an envoy soon, so I'll leave this envoy. Heavy chariot. And see what we can do tomorrow. It's a fresh day, so hopefully I'll be more focused. Alright, thanks guys, and see you in part 2.